champion of season 4. What a dominant effort for Christopher Dean. Side by side, coming to the line. Alex Cummings steals it.
To score his third win in 4 races. Road America to Dylan Parker. There's a photo of J.W. Miller with his father on the front straightaway at the Brickyard. Now he's actually going to go to victory lane at the Brickyard. J.W. Miller wins.
It is the last great Coliseum. It is the world's fastest half mile. It is a track in Tennessee that is one of many bucket lists. And I'm talking about Bristol Motor Speedway as we get ready for race number 4 of the Great Lakes Esports Series and the Black Horizon Truck Series season. It is going to be a wild one. As we know, Bristol's produced some of the wildest racing, some crazy wrecks, some great finishes, and who knows what will happen tonight as we hit race number 4 of season 6 of the series. We welcome you into the Celiac Awareness 100 here from Bristol as we get ready for 200 laps and a little over 100 miles of racing here in the Black Horizon Brewery Truck Series. I'm the captain, Chris Scallas. We welcome you in as we get ready to have a great time here tonight, hopefully on this track. As the trucks are starting to grid, qualifying is now over with. And let's take you down there to who will be starting where in the lineup, of course, right now. A little bit delayed on the start of the broadcast and of the race due to some issues, but Zach Allman going to be on the pole tonight. He will start next to Clark Denikin there in row number 1. Row 2, Brian Slutphin, Christopher Dean. Row 3, Justin Bondurant and Alex Cummings, Bryce McCune, Sam Fontaine. They'll take row number 4. Lucas Strayer, who's coming off 2 top 3 finishes in the first 3 races. He starts next to Drift. Caden Atkins and Sean Peachin, who is looking to turn his season around here pretty quickly. Row number 7 sees Cameron Ingram, Robert Lukens. Row number 8, Jason Dalton, who's got a special paint scheme that kind of hits me kind of hard personally. We'll talk about that in a little bit if it doesn't get destroyed first. He's also the winner from Bristol last season, alongside Noah Maori. Tim Averill, Brett Murphy, row number 9. Row 10, Trey Eldridge, J.W. Miller. Row 11, Jacob Locklear, Travis Icavacci. Ben Pierce, the Talladega winner, starts next to the 24th place car of Chris Evans. Blaine Sparling, Brandon Alphin, row number 13. Row 14, Peter Borges, Sam Barnes. Row 15, Tyler Brewer, Dylan Parker. Some of these guys back here did not get a qualifying lap in, and they're going to start already about a half lap down when this thing's over with Telder. Dylan Glass, row 16. Row 17, William Martin, and Jason Clark's the admin. So 33 starters about to take the green in Bristol. As let's pull up the driver of the 54, Zach Allman, who starts on pole tonight. And let's get Zach here with us. Zach, you got a copy there, buddy?
Yeah.
So Bristol here with 33 trucks. Shouldn't be that bad, right?
Let's just say I'm happy to be starting first out of the 33.
Obviously, a little bit of momentum there. Got your first win early this season. It's got to take a little bit of pressure off you.
Oh, yeah. I'm just going to try and have a clean race. I think last time we were here, it was a little eventful. I think I got caught up in some crashes, so I'm just going to try and stay out of that. Get some bonus points and just kind of build a cushion from the playoff bubble right now.
There you go. Well, best of luck tonight. Going green next time. Bye.
Thank you.
All right. That is Zach Allman, who is on the pole this evening here for the Celiac 100. We'll talk about that, what the race is all about here this evening. Down the back straightaway, 1 pit road tonight, so pay attention to the blue line on the inside part of the track because that is going to tell you what side of the pits and stuff that you're going to see. See that blue line on the inside there of turn 3 and 4? That is an imaginary wall, so to say. You cannot cross that line as you're on pit road. You have to stay below that line all the way around on the one pit road. It's Bristol. It is the 4th round of the Black Horizon Truck Series, and we're green. Already wrecking back there. Drift is in the wall. Oh, this is big. Sam Barnes involved. Drift's got a lot of damage. Sean Peachin against the inside wall. That didn't take long. Robert Lucan's already towing. What happened? Oh, no, Drift got turned. It looks, or something might have got loose. Dalton gets drilled. Brandon Alford gets some damage. And looks like Dean maybe got some damage, but the Lucy truck, and unfortunately it's got smoke coming out of it, so I'm about to share my story really quickly, it looks like. But Dalton looks like will not go back to back here at Bristol. Well, if there was contact, it was slight. Abril gets a little bit of nose damage. Caution already out. So Dalton's on pit road. There's the truck. Unfortunately, I said I would try to do it before it got destroyed, and unfortunately it's destroyed. The Lucy, that is my daughter's name. And Jason Dalton's running this truck tonight to take care of those with celiac tonight, as we trying to bring awareness to the celiac disease, which is a autoimmune disease system, or autoimmune disease that affects the lower intestines of your body. If you know somebody that's affected by it, or if you are personally. As you see, my daughter, Lucy, unfortunately suffers from it. We've had to kind of change her diet and everything for a 3-year-old. At the time, she was 1 when we found out. So imagine her not being able to talk to us and tell us what's wrong. And it took us a while to figure it out, and we did. But for those that might know somebody affected by it or whatever, you can check out celiac.org. If you're looking for a link or something, you can go down in the race info page in the description. There's a link there you can check out. If you want to donate some money, you can do that. You can just get some information, some food items and things that you can do to help those out. Check it out, celiac.org. But shout out to Jason Dalton, who sponsored this race and wanted to put my daughter's name involved there in the unfortunate disease that she has. Other than that, why she's good. And, yeah, we just got to be careful what we feed her. First caution out here, lap number 1. On the back straightaway here as we get ready to go green next time by. So, a reminder, and hopefully you did this already, you got your fantasy lineup set there. It's GLSR or GreatLakesSimRacing.com. You can get your fantasy lineups checked. If you have Telder, Dalton, or Lukens in there, not a good start for you. Zach Allman going to bring him back to the green flag here at lap number 6. If everybody can get into a rhythm here. Ooh, Bonner shutting the door on Fontaine. Not going to be happy about that, I'm sure. Multi-groove racetrack, higher banking, of course, towards the top. 24 to 28 degrees. Some say the top is the fastest. Usually it is. As we got trouble, the 59 truck of Blaine Sparling has gone around. Unfortunately, the season 4 champion. Looks like a single truck spin. Let's see. Brandon Allman there above. Ooh, Tyler Brewer gets a little loose. Oh no. Sean might have gotten in the back of him or something there. Totally inadvertent. Looks like a little checkup there caused that to happen. One more time here. Oh, well, that doesn't help things. Once again, barely a nudge. And second caution out. Going to give me a chance real quickly. Matter of fact, I'm going to do it right here on the screen. We're going to run over to the website real quickly here, GreatLakesSimRacing.com. Loads up just like that. We're going to click right here on the point standings, which is in the schedule section. As we slide down right here, Lucas Strayer leading the points. Aaron Smith, who I don't think is here tonight, is second in points. Dylan Parker, third. Justin Bondurant, Brandon Alphin, your top 5. Gennikin, Miller, Caden Atkins, Trey Eldridge, Brent Pierce. Your top 10 as we enter tonight. And I'm going to take a dare here and look at the fantasy points real quick, but warning in advance, there could be some vulgar names in here. See if I get access to the leaderboard. Maybe I won't. We'll see. Maybe. He's probably asking me to sign in. Somewhere over here is the sign in button. Oh well, it won't work. But anyways, that's where you do the fantasy page, right there. Of course, chance to win a butt kicker and a Majors Garage setup shop, right there on the screen. All pretty cool, right? Actually, while we're here, I'm gonna. I always forget to bring it to my other screen. So Allman's led a real lap so far, front of the pole. Clark Gennikin already up to second. We got, unfortunately, some victims of incidents and stuff so far. As it's been talked about before, every series has a race that unfortunately can be a little of an issue. When you put 33 trucks tonight on Bristol, there's going to be some wrecks. So it's to be expected. There's nothing to be ashamed of. Even NASCAR has bad races. Even IndyCar has bad races. They happen. Here we go. Pace truck. Pull it off. And somebody's up in the wall. Sutphin having some issues. I got the clear black flags probably, I would say there is Christopher Dean looking at the bottom. Alex Cummings there. Also in the 4th position. Of course, our cameras tonight presented by TrackCams 4 Gourmet. You can check them out online, trackcams22.com. Also in the iRacing forums and on Facebook, of course, the closest to real thing of cameras you're going to see on iRacing right here with TrackCams 4 Gourmet. You watch Bryce McCune trying to battle Cummings. You see that top groove already coming to work here. Tim Abreu working the outside of J.W. Miller. That's back at 14th. Chris Evans is here. You see the battle up ahead with Sutphin. He's trying to get underneath of Cam Ingram. And Brian Sutphin to the inside of Sam Fontaine, taking the spot away. Well, at least, Clark, you've had enough free time the first 3 races. Free time's over, buddy. Welcome to the admin booth. We'll try to find you all the racing we can here. It's going to be very tight Very close quarters racing as we ride with Caden Atkins here, the 2 truck. As you see now, the top group starting to come to work. Now, a reminder to those watching, it is a fixed setup series. So what that means is basically everybody in this race has the same setup. The only things that you can change on the truck are the brake bias, the steering ratio, and your steering offset. You can't touch wedge, you can't touch tires, you can't touch anything. Back here, fight for the 10th spot as Fontaine, Trey Eldridge, Tim Averill. Actually, it's 11th. 10th is Lucas Strayer right now up ahead. 3 seconds back. They settle it out. Now it's Cam Ingram under attack. J.W. Miller going to slide up a little bit, take that spot away. Chris Evans there behind him, along with Brett Murphy, Ben Pierce. And here's Dylan Glass inside of Sean Peachin. Now, if you look over on the track map on the right-hand side, you'll see how quick this track is. See Christopher Dean, who, by the way, took the lead a few minutes ago on the inside lane. We'll show that replay for the pass here. But how quick they're catching the back of this field. And you see Allman gets up there against the fence. A little Bristol stripe, if you will. As he goes by, Clark Gennikin diving to the bottom. He's going to go by for the 2nd spot. So Dean, who last week even had friends of mine thinking he was going to run away with this race, and it turned out not to happen at Rockingham, kind of picking up where he left off and dominating. Back here for 3rd, Bryce McCune, who sits 35th in points after 3 races. You want to talk about a nightmare? And look at this, Allman's trapped behind the 14, and unfortunately is going to fall back to 6 now. Allman, unfortunately, gets caught in a trap, and he can't walk out. He's going to try to work this bottom line in a little bit. Back here, as the 0-0, the Talladega winner, Ben Pierce, looking inside of Cam Ingram. William Martin on his outside there. He's got Dylan Parker, who started in the back. Trouble up ahead. Looks like the 21 and 16 having issues. The 84 Locklear also there. Bristol being Bristol here to get this race started tonight. Brett Murphy, 15th position right now for him as we ride inside the truck. Brett right now running 15th. He is about 6 seconds, 6.5 seconds or so off the lead as they go by the lap truck of Drift there in the 14. Up front, Christopher Dean holding off to about 0.2 of a second right now on Clark Gennikin. Bryce McCune right there behind him. Caden Atkins, Alex Cummings. As Dylan Glass looking underneath Locklear. before a blink of an eye. We're about to be a quarter distance into this race just like that. Slide job by Glass gives him still some room. Here comes William Martin. And these guys here are about a half lap from going a lap down. It looks like these guys have taken a deep breath here, got themselves into a rhythm here. Jump to the front here as this conveyor belt getting formed up. How about last week's winner at Rockingham? First time winner, Justin Bondurant. So cool, calm, and collected there in that 11 truck last week. I mean, you hear his teammates were so excited for him. And he was just laid back. He was excited, but at the same time, he knew that he had more work to do. And we got trouble to 17 of the Telder, and Christopher Dean's involved also. Oh no! The leader, once again. What in the world is going on here? A second straight race where Dean looks like he's going to run away, and he's out. Oh, contact. Oh, wow. Teller gets hit. Goes sliding. Overcorrects. Clips Dalton. Oh, and Dean nowhere to go. Clobbers him. Oh, my gosh. We'll come back to the replay right now. Pit stops. One thing we should note. You'll have 21 cars on the front stretch pits, the rest of the field in the back. But they all have one pit road, and they got to stay under 35 miles an hour all the way around. .95 on pit road here. Now one truck does stay out. Brett Murphy stays out. Race off pit road, gonna be Clark. And a race between Fontaine and McCune's gonna go to Fontaine, it looks like. Well, Drift's gonna come to pit road here. All right, let's go back to the wreck here. This took like, I'll watch this from up here. There's the contact. Cam Ingram gets into the 5. Everybody checks up. Then the 00 in there, they're still checking up. Blaine's trying to work his way through. He clips the 17. 17's going sliding, barely misses. And here comes Dean in the leaders. Bam! I mean, what do you do in that situation? Let's, I'm going to hit pause here. I'm going to go back to Dean. All right, so it looks like the wrecks are happening way up ahead here. Let's watch the speeds here. This, well, I can't get the speeds. Never mind. All right, so the wreck's happening. I can't help but feel bad for that, man. Wow. All right, so Brett Murphy, Brian Sutphin both will stay out here. Or actually, no, Sutphin won the race off pit road, actually. From what I'm seeing here, it looks like maybe a 2-tire stop or fuel only. Brett Murphy, though, did not pit here, so he's going to be the leader of this race as we go green, lap 49. And we're about to see fresh tires go to work, probably. Three wide back here. Oh, whoa! As McEwen goes to the lead, by the way, past Murphy. Here comes Gennikin with him. Zach Allman and Strayer about came together. Murphy trying to hold on to those older tires. Look at the damage on the 2 truck. Here's Alex Cummings going to try to slide up. By the way, if there's any night that the boxing ring is going to be active, tonight's tonight. I think Jason Clark, here, I got a job for you. You should be my boxing ring reporter. Brandon Alphin up to the 11th position right now as he goes past Sutphin with the 2 tires, I believe, or fuel only. Not sure if he took tires or fuel. Unfortunately, I don't have that telemetry, but I do know he had a 7-second pit stop, so I'll let that be where it is. One truck hit the wall back there. It looked like maybe Pierce. And I heard some contact back here, it looked like. Tyler Brewer has spun. That's who it is, and caution's back out. Tyler Brewer has spun down there in turn 1 and 2. And 4th caution's out as Clark says busy. Of course, tonight you're busy. Out of all nights. It's all good, brother. Oh, and everybody's checking up. New York parking lot here. Let's see what happens to Tyler Brewer here in the 40. Got the dueling purple, green, and blue trucks tonight, right here. Oh, and they run into each other, and the 12 unfortunately finishes off the 40. Peter Borges. Just a check chain reaction there, unfortunately. And a Canadian driver, Tyler Brewer, goes wee. This might be a good night to block the boxing ring, just saying. All right, so 4th caution out, lap 59. So if you didn't get a chance to listen this week, we did the Here for the GLSR podcast on Sunday. We recorded it, and of course it released on Monday. One of the stories on there was the broadcast stuff. Of course, I caused some confusion in the league a little bit last couple weeks when I had the switch of positions at work and the potential of this being my last broadcast, the Bristol race tonight. And, of course, after last week's race, we all sat down and talked and figured out that, you know what, I think it's entirely possible for us to do this. So it was kind of taking back all the announcements and things like that, so I cleared the air, and figured right now would be a good chance for me to clear the air with the viewers. So yes, I will be here every Wednesday night, pending obviously everything going right at work. I will get finished with work and come straight here and get things done and do the broadcast and stuff, so you'll be able to see GLSR exclusively here on the Captain Esports Network each and every Wednesday night at 9 o'clock Eastern. And they're just to clear up that confusion, so apologies to anybody who might have been confused from it, but I'm here, I'm not going anywhere, and we're going to get through it. So appreciate everybody for their support, the awesome paints last week, but we're here, and we're going to get through it together as one. Pace car in as we go at green, lap 61 of the Celiac 100 here at Bristol. Bryce McCune and Clark Kennekin, Caden Atkins, Alex Cummings, Zach Allman, Lucas Trayer. Dylan Glass up to 7th right now with Tim Abro in 8th. Atkins trying to work that bottom side right now as he tries to get around Cummings. Gonna need to slide. Oh, his teammate almost didn't give him any room, but he made some room. Bondurant looking inside of Alphen. You see J.W. Miller, Sean Peachin up to the 14th position now. The way it works, you can keep your truck clean, you can work your way to the front. You need a little bit of luck, unfortunately, when it comes to this kind of stuff. On board with Trey Eldridge here in the 92 truck. Eldridge being very patient, just kind of keeping it up against the top side. He could jump to the bottom if he wanted to. Trying to make a pass there, as we saw back here. Sean Peachin under attack. There's Chris Evans, Ben Pierce, Dylan Parker, who has not had a good run so far. He's been kind of mired back in traffic here as he tries to meander his way up through the field to matriculate. One of my favorite cams I get to show from Bristol. It's like we're here. Oh, almost some contact back there off turn 2. Those two trucks side by side mid-pack. It looks like it's back where about Ben Pierce is with Dylan Parker. You should title it The Last Great Coliseum by Jason Clark. That's the one thing I've noticed tonight is not anybody's been able to really get up front and pull away. Everybody's been kind of within about a tenth or two, maybe 3/10 of the lead. Otherwise, it's been a pretty tight battle with everybody. Parker driving to the bottom on Evans here for 15th. Ben Pierce with issues, I've noticed. He's on pit road for some reason. Did I not catch something? Pierce came down pit road, unscheduled pit stop, so I'll have to see if we can follow up on the 0-0 and what happened to him. Back to this battle here. Each gentleman's catching the outside wall there. We're 77 laps complete here. Laps about 15 seconds or so around here right now. Parker's been able to work his way past both of them, so Dylan is slowly working his way through the field. Just unfortunately did not have the track position early in this race. He's kind of let it come to him, which is not the easiest thing to do at this track. And look at this right here, 6th position, Lucas Strayer, the point leader. Raise your hand after 3 races, with all due respect, if you had Lucas Strayer leading the points. You know what? Good for him. That's so awesome to see. Changed his number, got an awesome looking paint scheme. I like the style of that one. That's all right, buddy. Appreciate Mr. Dalton running his scheme there for celiac awareness tonight, guys. Big shout out to him for doing that. Takes somebody with a kind heart and a very humbled person like Mr. Dalton to do something like that, so appreciate it. Evans and Peachin still back there having their tussle for position. William Martin starting to join that battle. Cam got back into Locklear a little bit there. Is Ikavachi there behind him? Sam Barnes also there. And this Hornet's nest of trucks. Around the lap truck adrift here. And back here, Dylan Glass looking low on Strayer. This is for 6th. Abel's there with him, Justin Bondurant. Ben Pierce back on track. And unfortunately for Ben, he is all of, 5 laps down now after that pit stop. As the 88 going to complete the pass 2 of Averill, so move him up a spot. Dylan Glass to the inside for 10th. And the run starts to begin as Parker up into the top 10 now after starting 30th. Meanwhile, this battle for the lead is starting to shape up as Clark Geddekin has gotten to the back tailgate of the 95. Remember what we talked about on the podcast? One thing that Sam and I spoke of was the fact that we have a chance here this season to have 10 winners in 10 races potentially with the stacked field that we have. And right now we have the top 4, all drivers who have not won yet this season. And 8 of the top 10 have not won a race this season. Of course, yes, we're only 3 races in. Obviously, the closer we get to number 10, the more interesting that gets. Park trying to get some air on that nose. They're going to come up on some lap traffic here. They'll go around Tyler Brewer and Jacob Locklear. Jake, the first car to go a lap down now, as Sam Barnes will be last on the lead lap of 24th. As Bondurant getting past now as Parker goes by. Parker up to 7th, and he's bringing Brian Sutphin with him. Now Sutphin pitted at that last caution. I believe he put 4 tires on, and that's where you're seeing Brian kind of working his way up here through the field now. Fontaine getting past Strayer for the 11th position now, so Strayer's starting to kind of fall back a little bit. Might have burnt the tires off that truck. J.W. Miller sporting the Captain Esports Network there on the bottom left part of his door. He reached out to me earlier this week. Appreciate his support. As Parker attacks again on Tim Averill now for 6th. Of course, as they say, the closer you get to the front, the harder they are to pass. Allman working on his teammate. And up front, Clark Gennikin for the lead. Wasn't able to get it that time by. But the teammates continue to battle here for 4th. And yeah, we've had 4 cautions, but already halfway in this race. 200 laps around this track is very quick. Alex Cummings in that Techno truck. As you see Parker now again working on Averill as Sutphin is caught back up to him. And look at this, Allman has gotten to the outside of Cummings and makes the pass. Gonna bring Caden Atkins with him. Oh, and Alex Cummings gets turned right in front of Sutphin. And bringing out the 5th caution. And the 5th caution out here at Bristol. Virtually on iRacing. Let's see what happens. Sure, all the leaders are going to come to pit road after this. Oh, Parker tried a slide job on Averill and got into the back of him, of Cummings. Slide job gone wrong. Let's see what happens, or what happens with pit stops here. Lucky Dog should go to Tyler Brewer. More tires and fuel. Let's see. McCune off pit road. Clark's going to get him again. Allman's going to be 3rd. All right, so watch the replay again here. So you're going to see Cummings running off the bottom here. It's going to kill his momentum. Dylan Parker's running the bottom, is going to try a slide job here. And unfortunately, the momentum is going to carry him right up into Alex. Averill gets a piece. Sutphin gets a big piece of it. I'm sure Alex is not going to be too thrilled about that situation. Tim Abreu on pit road. Also, Tyler Brewer coming down to get tires as he got back on the lead lap. And it looks like we're going to come back to green, and I think this should be a good opportunity. We're going to try to turn it up on the Captain Esports Network. Oh, they're wrecking. There goes that idea. Sutphin's around. Noah Maori gets a piece. As soon as I turn and see the words, it's Bristol, baby. That happens. All right, let's see where this one broke out. Oh, wow. Cam Ingram gets some damage. Dylan Parker. Noah Maori drives into the 26. That looks like a little miscommunication between some drivers. It looked like Sutphin was committed to the bottom, and Parker, we'll watch this again and make sure. It looked like maybe a late commit from Parker to come down the track. And unfortunately, Sutphin had already said, I'm coming in. Yeah, right there. He's going to drive it in there. Bondurant gets damaged. Dylan Glass. And for Sutphin, the bad luck continues. Let's ride on board with the A-truck here to see what he sees. So he already had T-boned Dylan Parker at that point, and the engine had blown. And at that point, he said, oh, might as well hit everybody else, too. Tough break for the 8. And that brings the caution out. So 6 caution, lap 116. Already lights are off, so we're right back to green here. As here we go, pace car pulls off. Should I dare try it again? I mean, why not? Well, the positive is we made it through that time around. As Caden Atkins, Zach Allman, Caden Atkins, a PPM 1, 2, 3 right now. Bryce McCune, Dylan Glass up into the top 5 now in the 16 truck. Fontaine Evans, Lucas Strayer, J.W. Miller, Trey Eldridge, your top 10. With just over 30 laps to go. Oh, Sam Fontaine got a little loose off of 2. It looked like maybe got the wall even. How about this run from Chris Evans? As Miller and Eldridge go at it for 9th. I am firmly disappointed. It has taken 130 laps for somebody to actually post something in the boxing ring. Seriously. And it's just somebody eating popcorn. Eldridge, unfortunately, on the bottom line, going backwards. Up here, Evans fighting Fontaine. Lucas Strayer there behind him. Typing for 5. Matt, don't make me pull the GIF out. Come on. Don't make me do it. Eldridge thought about sliding up in front of April. Finally, Fontaine able to hold off Evans, and now Strayer and that conveyor belt on that top side going to go by. Evans going to finally find a spot up there in the, unfortunately, 8th position. So it looks like 21 trucks on the lead lap here with 65 laps to go. As Lucas going to take his attempt at Fontaine. I might go ahead and say that Sam Fontaine, the Ryan Newman of this league. Half the size, I think. There's Bondurant jumping to the bottom. This is for 12th on April. As Peachin coming back on track. Matt, it took you 5 minutes to type that? For those who will never be able to see what the boxing race says, he pretty much he typed out one line with a copy and paste of a photo. Bondurant trying to get around April still as we watch up there at the front. Clark Gennikin leading by about 2/10 over Zach Allman, who's got 8/10 over Bryce McCune, who's now moved up to third. Sean Peachin back on pit road, unfortunately. He has had some terrible luck this season. Martin trying to hold strong here on his outside. You see Bondurant has rolled the bottom on him. Oh, Tim April's going to get turned. 360 by the 88, it looks like. And caution number 7. And April's on pit road. What happened to the 88? Something happened because he is slowing down when that hit happened. Now, something went wrong for Tim because that truck just started slowing down. That's one hell of a team name. I'm going to go on board with him here for a second. We do have pit stops. We'll come back and go on board with him. Let's go to the pit stops right now. Clark Gennikin on pit road. And the leaders. This could be the money stop for everybody. Oh, he blew up. Oh, I didn't see the smoke. A tough break for the 88 who continues to have a struggle this season. And once again, remember earlier when Murphy and Sutphin stayed out? They've done it again here as Clark Gennikin wins the race off pit road. But this time, no Sutphin's coming to pit road, but Brett Murphy is not. as we got the 7th caution on track here in what has been a fairly good race. I mean, yes, there have been wrecks, which we expected in Bristol. It's going to happen in anywhere you race, unless you have, like, I don't know, 15 people. Then, you know, sometimes you might get a caution-free race out of it. Sometimes you might still get wrecked, depending on the way it works. But next week, it's really going to get interesting when we hit the Charlotte Motor Speedway Roval next Wednesday night for 30 laps. And after that, we go to Eldora for the dirt race. Homestead, Phoenix, Dover, and Michigan. As we go back green, Brett Murphy leading him to the green. He catches McCune sleeping. Ooh, Bryce got a little loose here, catches on. And now the fun part. Oh, Clark gets loose in that wrecking. The leaders. And I can't tell if the 95's smoking or not. Lots of damage on these trucks, and Caden Atkins all of a sudden goes to the lead. Eighth caution comes out in a weird sequence of events here. Starts with the 81 getting loose on the bottom. Sends in their back end, comes around, and they all just hit each other, including the 10. I mean, a lot of trucks involved in this. Field's going to get shuffled around definitely by this one. Wow. This was definitely a little crazy. Let's go on board with Ike Avachi back here. Well, when all else fails, stop the truck. A lot of trucks that were up front most of this race involved in that. McCune involved. It looks like maybe Sam Barnes got a piece of that. Also, Clark Gennikin was in that, so a lot of damaged trucks. But look who it's put out in the lead, and that is Caden Atkins. And look who is now second. Here's that Strayer guy again. There's a reason why he's the points leader. And when it's your turn, I guess, right? Zach Allman, Chris Evans up to 4th, J.W. Miller 5th. There might have been netcode in there a little bit too. We can look at it again here. There was definitely contact with the 10. Good news is I can hit this button right here. He's going to get loose right here. He overcorrects it back to the right. There's contact with the 50. Wow, there was a lot of netcode there. Never mind. I stand corrected. I mean, either way, they're going to hit. Oh, Evans drives through. Eldridge gets a piece. Now, good call on that, Todd. I think the difference is, though, it looks like as they go green here, lap 160. I think the difference is they were going to hit it, looked like. So already these guys starting to pull away with no damage. Caden Atkins. Chris Evans up to third. Trey Eldridge fourth. J.W. Miller now your top five. Travis Ikavachi up to sixth. You can tell the 98 might be down on speed a little bit there. That's why he's not able to keep up. I mean, is there a healthy car after this race right now? That's why I'm glad for viewers, Todd. People like you to catch things that I might not catch. I'm a one-man show. I ain't perfect. Back here, Murphy and Locklear for 12th. You see Sparling. You see Sutphin still fighting. It's what it's all about at a track like this. Just fight. Kind of an interesting story about Caden Atkins. He's got about 1 win per season on average. His third season, I believe, in this series. He has 2 career wins. One came at a Wreckfest in Lakeland, and the other one came at Atlanta Motor Speedway. And here he is now set up to potentially go get third career win for him in just a little over 30 laps, but still plenty of things to go. Plenty of laps, I guess they would be called. Things. Ikavachi up to the top 5. As this is going to be a couple battle for second. Trey Eldridge and J.W. Miller here. Trey Eldridge in the ride that took over for Jason Clark, who decided to step into the booth out of unselfishness and stuff, and credit to him for doing that, of course, all season. There's Clark Gennikin, who's somehow still up in 6th right now with what just took place. You know, it could be impressive to say with the net code, he might not have much damage. Look at it. That truck's clean. It was like there's a bubble around that truck or something. And look at Tyler Brewer here. 8th position for the 40 truck. Blaine Sparling back up in the top 10. Oh no! Allman turned into the wall. And that's going to bring the caution out. And Tyler Brewer's involved. Clark, true people will understand what you're doing, dude. What you're doing is good for this league. And was there issues for the 3 also a Parker? All right, 9th caution out. What happened? right, so it's already happened here. It happens up around this spot right here. You see Alphen sideways already. There's the 40 of Brewer up above him. Oh, Brewer catches the wall. Okay. So Brewer got a little tight, got into the 28 truck, and the caution out for the 9th time with 22 laps to go. I'm sure league members are going to be like, Lucas, where in the hell is that horseshoe you have? Oh, the fireworks is happening over here in the boxing ring right now. Oh, Joe Petrick, everybody. The Birdman. Miss you, brother. Hope everybody's doing well. Give shouts to Rich and Joe, James. Everybody's good here. What the hell? All right, pace car coming in, 19 laps to go. Good start for the 2 truck. Strayer, Eldridge, J.W. Miller, Ikavachi now your top 5. And just for record's sake, it looks like nobody came to pit road. Bondurant did, actually. So 12th place. We'll have to watch Bondurant and see how he is on tires. Gennikin going to go by the 92 for position, so move him to 4th. Again, next week is the Roval. We'll have it for you here on the Captain Esports Network. Next Wednesday night, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. Caden not able to get away so fast here. It's about a half second right now. JW trying to find a way around the 1 as the 81 trying to his inside. Tried to slide on him, not able to do so. That's how tough it is to pass on this bottom side. 10 laps to go. Here comes the fresh tires, oh, by the way. Bondurant's up to 5th. This might not be so over yet. That's the leader right up ahead there. For Mr. Feelgood's coming through the field. Oh, and caution is out. Ryan Sutphin has towed to the pits. He's out. Oh, boy. What happened to Brian? Oh. I think Bristol's come out finally, boys. Oh, look out, says Sammy. I think we finally have Bristol arriving. Not sure if I missed something before that, but chrome horn was used here. And I don't think Dylan appreciated that. He did. 6 laps to go. This might be the perfect scenario for Bondurant. He is going to get the outside lane on the second row with 4 fresh tires and a green-white checker. Can he go back-to-back? Could this really happen? That he would restart with, what, 20 laps to go or so in the 18th position or 16th position and win this race? It would be the... This is going to get interesting. Yeah, Temmers are flight... Temmers, I guess that is? All right, so here we go. We're going to have a unofficial green-white checker, I believe. Pace car lights are off with 3 to go. Caden making a pretty smart decision here, starting on the bottom lane, which will cause Bondurant to have to pass now 3 cars on fresh tires in 2 laps. Oh, I got 1995 or 1999 stuck in my head right now with Earnhardt Labonte. When fresh tires came to the end. Oh, boy. Now, here's another thing. There's teammates on the outside here. Bondurant might help Strayer here. Here we go. Atkins on it. Atkins going to bring it off turn 4. Final lap. Teammates colliding back there for second. Bondurant one last-ditch effort, but his third career win for Caden Atkins comes in Bristol. Well done on the bird out there. Up, there might get the inside wall. Well, and he gets cleared out by his PPM teammates. Wow. So it is Atkins' third win of his career, first of the season, 3 straight seasons now with 1 win in that 2 truck. And we'll look at the standings here in just a moment. I'm actually looking at something here because sometimes I get these weird little, like, stats in my head that I'm like, wait, is this true? And I want to go look at something really quickly before I talk to him. But again, yeah, we'll talk to the top 3 here in just a second. Let me see here. There's got to be... I don't know. I was trying to see if... It just sounds to me... If anybody can remember... maybe Sam or somebody's watching. Can somebody check? Because I can't seem to find it. What was the 4th race in Season 4 and the 4th race in Season 5? Somebody can check that for me, please, on the schedule or whatever. There's a reason why I bring that up. Let's take a look at the final results here from Bristol. As Caden Atkins wins it over Lucas Strayer, who gets his 3rd top 3 finish in 4 races. Justin Bondurant finishes 3rd. Clark Gennikin comes back to 4th. J.W. Miller, another top 5. Trey Eldridge, William Martin, Travis Icavaci, Blaine Sparling, Brett Murphy finishes 10th. Chris Evans, 11th. Locklear finishes 12th. Brandon Alphin, 13th. Tyler Brewer, Zach Allman, 15th. Sam Barnes, 16th. Drift finishes 17th, with Sam Fontaine finishing in the 18th position. 19th going to Ben Pierce, and 20th Brian Sutphin, 21st Alex Cummings, 22nd Bryce McCune, 23rd Dylan Glass, 24th Tim Abril, and 25th Dylan Parker, 26th Sean Peachin, 27th Cam Ingram, 28th Noah Maori, 29th Robert Lukens, and 30th to Peter Borges, 31st Christopher Dean, 32nd Jason Dalton, 33rd to Matt Telder in the 33 car field tonight here in Bristol. And what a wild one it was, as we will get some drivers and get their feelings after everything is all said and done. We're going to start with a 3rd place finisher tonight, and that, of course, is the 11 truck of Bondo. Justin Bondurant almost completes the comeback to get the win here tonight on those fresh tires. Justin, great job tonight. 3rd place finish. I'm assuming you're probably going to say the caution did not help you there.
Yeah, that is correct. I felt like I had something for him if that caution didn't come out. Saving a set of tires there at the end. Well,
it's a great effort out there on your part, though, tonight. I know it was some carnage and stuff. where did that strategy come into play? Because obviously it was one of those things, probably a spur of the moment, like, hey, I'm a pitter. I got tires to use.
Yeah, the caution before, I mean, I had some pretty bad front end damage. So through that whole like middle run, I had to I was clutching it into the corners because it was getting hot
Right.
and almost overheating. So I just saved a set of tires thinking I was going to be slow, and if we got a late caution, it'd work out, and luckily it did.
And it was a great effort on your part, man. The team just continues with the momentum tonight, a second and third. I know Lucas is probably once again screaming his lungs out over in his room there, but great job tonight, and shout out to whoever you like to.
Yeah, first shout out Luke. He's doing amazing. His win is coming. Shout out everybody from the Millennium team, Brett, Ben, and then shout out to you. Thanks for sticking with us.
Absolutely, man. I'm here, and we're going to have some fun, and congratulations on your top 2 run. Or top 3, sorry.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Justin Ponderant, top 3 run for him as he continues to climb back up there in those points. What a great season it has been for the team arguably to beat right now, and that is the Millennium Esports team. Let's get our second place finisher. He's going to be probably happy as hell again, and that's Lucas Strayer here. I don't know if it was the number change or what it was, but it continues to help him out. Lucas, tonight you were not the fastest car, not one of the faster cars, but all of a sudden everything clears out, and there you are in the top 3 again.
Oh, dude, that wreck on 154, like, the wreck avoidance was amazing, but I'm just looking at it as a golden ticket where I'm like, I've been 10th all race. I'm second. I don't know what to do here.
Well, is it safe to? I'm trying to think. Like the excitement is so awesome. I'm sitting there like, what NASCAR driver does he sound like being like this? But still, man, it's like some are gonna say that like, okay, you're just getting very lucky right now. But at the same time, you've got a race here, and you've had to hold off some fast trucks there behind you. You had your teammate coming with fresh tires behind you. You had Clark Gennikin, which somehow had no damage on his truck after net codes and stuff like that. But to be able to hold guys like that off and still have a chance to win this race, it's like, wow.
I got to give it up. JW, the man was hunting me. He tasted blood in the water. On that long run, I could see him catching up. And then every restart, he was on my bumper, and I was just praying, I'm like, please, just hold the high line. Do not mess up because he's going to get me. And then when I saw that caution with Bondo, I was like, oh, I got to race my teammate who's on fresh tires. It's not going to be fun. But, dude, we got second. What was that? Two top 2s, a top 3? Oh, no, 3 top 3s in 4 races?
There you go.
We're rolling.
I was going to say, don't shorten yourself on that one, my man. Give yourself some credit, but he is very excited about it, and he totally deserves it. He's the point leader, and, hey, you ready for this one? I bet you've never heard this before. You're going to extend your point lead tonight.
I saw the Aaron Smith took the provisional, so I'm like, okay, I'm going to extend it some a little bit. Then I get a second. I know Caden's kind of up there in points too, but, like, dude, we are rolling. And Millennium got another top 2 in the top 3, so that's going to extend Millennium's points. Like, we are on a roll. I love it. And I was so mad, man. I wanted to win because I wanted to have a Chris Scala win interview. And I'm one spot short again.
You're going to get one. You're going to get one. If you listen to the podcast, I think I predicted where your win comes to. I don't remember. But
I think it was the 10th race of the year.
There you go. So it's coming. You got 6 more races to get it right for me. But great job tonight. Shout out to whoever you like to, buddy.
Just give it to my team. Like, we're rolling. We're feeling good. Everything's awesome. Just my whole team. This goes out to Millennium. We're all rolling. And, of course, our beautiful and gracious host, Chris Scala. We got to always give up to you. We know what you do to make these happen, and we appreciate you every week.
Absolutely, man. It's my pleasure to be able to do all this for you guys, and it's been a lot of fun. And congratulations on the win, and go and celebrate with the win. Yeah, here I am. I'm giving you the win already.
Beers. Let's go.
Finishing second tonight. Well, great job tonight, man.
Thanks, man.
Absolutely. Second place finisher. Got to give him a little credit there. But he did his thing tonight. Lucas Strayer, congratulations to him. The winner, though, truly tonight is the driver of that number 2 truck, and that is Caden Atkins. As he joins us, I'm just looking over here at the awesome Boxing ring. That's going at
car.
I'm looking at the boxing ring right now. No offense. I mean, you got the win, but the action is over in that channel right now.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I would have only gotten like a top 3, but Clark cleaned everyone out of my way for me. So and then I just had a pretty easy go into the end. But I mean, yeah, I mean it was still fun.
I don't know what I got to look this up. I'm still trying to get the results here. Is it me, or could it be factual that you've won the 4th race the last 3 seasons?
USA was the 3rd race.
Oh, okay. I'm just like,
but,
is this really happening?
Almost. But I mean, I've won my 1 race for the season. I've hit my quota, so I'll see you guys next season. I guess I'll be back in Victory Lane. I guess. I don't know. We'll see. This was a very interesting race, to say the least. I was having lots of fun though up front though.
Well, it's Bristol. I mean, there were going to be cautions, and there were cautions. There's going to be tempers, and guess what? There are tempers, and that's the way this race is going to go. It should be expected. I mean, people are going to go on saying that this was a bad race tonight. I'm going to disagree. It was a fun race. It was a good race. There were great racing all over the place, and unfortunately, Bristol's Bristol.
Yes. I mean, okay. I'm going to say one thing. I find it interesting that when there's a wreck, like we'll have a bunch of cautions, and there'll be 10 different people causing a caution, but if it's a PPM driver, then it's automatically worse. You know what I mean?
Hey, that's a respect thing, I think.
We take up so much of the field that we're gonna cause cautions. So I mean, I'm just putting that out there. So I mean, we're having a lot of drama. It was kind of funny. Dylan was having a night out there today. I don't really know what all happened, but I mean, it was interesting. But
Bristol.
Yeah, I mean,
it's Bristol.
Yeah.
It's Bristol. But man, you get your win. Congratulations on that. Of course, 3rd season now with that 1 win. Of course, now you're going to try to break the Ryan Blaney streak. Of course, he had 1 win until his 5th season. But,
pretty much.
Still, great job. And just curiosity question: how cold is it in Saskatchewan right now?
Let me look. We just had a blizzard a couple days ago, and like the highways were totally shut down. It is minus 32 Celsius, which is probably about the same in Fahrenheit.
That would be something like that, because he's 100. Well, 32 Celsius positive would be 100. Wait, it's like negative 100. No, that's too cold. Anyways, still, great job tonight, man. I know you're excited. Team's got to be excited for that, and you're the 2nd PPM driver with a victory. Check that. 3rd PPM driver with a victory tonight, and because you got Clark in there too. Shout out to whoever you like to.
Well, shout out again for Clark for he just parted the seas for me to take the lead. I mean, my boys at PPM, it makes the races when we're just pacing, it's like 100 times more enjoyable to be in voice chat with them. It's just like we're just having fun, but staying focused on the green as much as you can. But yeah, thanks to you for broadcasting. Glad you can keep broadcasting. That would have sucked if you couldn't anymore. At least that's what I've gathered is you still can. I think.
I'm working on it.
Okay. Well, hopefully you can still. And thanks to the admins putting this on and all the drivers. 16 cars finished on the lead lap. So I mean, that's not too bad for a Bristol race.
Not at all, man. It was a great effort from everybody out there. Tough race, and we go on to the Roval next week in Charlotte. And, as I mentioned, it should be a lot of fun. But great job tonight. Good effort. And a great win for you and the team. And I guess go celebrate. And you get one of them little swords, by the way, that they give away at Bristol,
Oh, yeah. The Coliseum.
Yes, it is the Coliseum. And you get to go park on a roof.
That sounds like that'd be cool if you could do that in iRacing, but yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess you can at one track, but it's not a roof. But anyways, great job tonight.
Thank you.
Absolutely. That's Caden Atkins going to victory lane here tonight at the Bristol Motor Speedway virtually on iRacing. I'm just going to move him here so he can move himself and go from there. So what a great effort, great race it was. And, like I said, it's Bristol. Okay, we're going to have people ticked off, and I'm seeing it here. I'm seeing a lot of angry drivers, and that's totally fine. That's the way it's going to be. This is where everybody gets to go for a walk and enjoy themselves and go from there. And we'll be back next Wednesday night at Charlotte Motor Speedway on the Roval for the broadcast there, and looking forward to it again. A big shout out to Jason Dalton for sponsoring this race. For the people of Celiac, of course, like my daughter, he had her name on the truck tonight as he was trying to get the word out, just like I am throughout the broadcast and stuff like that. So big shout out to Jason for doing that for us tonight. Shout out to Travis, Sam, Blaine, everybody who puts all the hard work in. Appreciate what you guys do and allowing me to be a part of the broadcast. But as you heard on the podcast, I talked about it again tonight. Yep, I'm staying here. I'm doing everything I can each and every Wednesday night to be on this broadcast still, and we're going to go from there. So I appreciate everybody and their support and everybody's patience. And to the Twitch guy, I think that's 130 Wink. I think that's how that's pronounced or whatever. These guys recruiting. Best thing I can tell you is reach out to Travis on Discord or whatever. If you need me to help, find me or something. I can reach out to Travis for you. Just give me your name or whatever, and I'll see what I can do to help you out. But otherwise, we'll go from there. So congratulations to Caden Atkins on his win here at the virtual Bristol Motor Speedway. And always remember, this isn't just a game. It's iRacing. See ya!
Brickyard.